Okay. Well, we had a bit of an audio issue there. Hopefully it should be coming through now. Oh my goodness. Through. Alright, there we go. Let me know if you can't hear. But it looks like it's coming through now. Okay, so let's try this again. I said a few things, so let me kind of backtrack. It has been quite a while since I've made a video, as people know, and it's been even longer since I've done a live stream. And awesome, thank you. And so today I thought I would spend probably about an hour while the kids are still sleeping and just kind of go through some of the stuff I purchased last week. I'm really super far behind on wardrobing. You probably saw it earlier. You couldn't hear me when I was talking about it, but my purchases folder here has got like 2,000 items in it. It's crazy. And I got a lot of stuff here, and I decided to kind of walk through this. And if people have questions, go ahead and put them into chat, and I'll try and answer them. But I'm going to try and walk through at least some of this, and we'll see how it goes this morning. And I'm not really sure how I want to do videos going forward. There's so many changes in wardrobe recently that I feel like I really do need to make a new set of videos, either sort of overviewing the changes or probably more likely just redo the entire Getting Started series, because I think it's different enough now that it probably warrants a whole new look at things. But I'm not sure how I want to do that, and so I just thought I'd start doing a little bit of streaming and talking a little bit about how things work for me now. Okay, but let me switch over here quick. So for those who don't follow on Discord or in chat, I am actually using the new concurrent body setup. So basically, I mostly wear Maitreya Lara, and I actually mostly wear Maitreya Lara with the petite add-on. But I do also still have both the Cupra original and the Cupra Cups body. And I do have Freya and Hourglass, although honestly, I don't know how much I really am going to use these anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't even set those up in inventory. Oh, that sounds really good, Tara. I don't have any plans to cook anything. I have been the worst cook in the whole wide world over the past several months. I have hardly done any cooking, and the weather we had in Texas really didn't help, because I had to throw out a whole bunch of stuff that I had set up for cooking, and so we've totally just been going out to eat nonstop recently. But I really should cook some stuff. Anyway, but that does sound yummy, so if you want to share, you can. Anyway, so yeah, my whole method for doing this now is totally different, and that's one of the things I really worry about in making new videos, is that my method for doing things has now become so totally different from most other people, or at least I feel like it has, that it's not really a great example of how to get started. But I don't know, we'll see. So the way I have this done today basically is I am no longer individually foldering anything other than Maitreya and Cupra sizes. Everything else goes into an extra sizes folder, and that's working out pretty well. It may make me mad if I decide to go back to Freya, but honestly at this point they're so far behind on getting their Bakes on Mesh update out that I don't know, I don't want to be mean, but they're almost not even relevant anymore. And so between Maitreya and Cupra, you kind of get pretty much everything you could ever possibly want. The nice thing about doing this is I don't have to be overly concerned with the folder setup anymore. It's pretty straightforward because each individual item now goes into its own folder and wardrobe. It just makes it a little bit easier. So this is an interesting one to start with, because I'm going to have the Dolly platform shoes and the Dolly platform socks. Because the way I do it now is I actually do put each individual wearable in its own entry in wardrobe. And so in here, yeah, Melinda, I think I have to do it that way. I think I do have to create a brand new starter set, because if I don't, yeah, it's just so hard. It's so hard to, when you're getting started, if you don't see the things the way they are, you really just don't get a good sense for what you're supposed to be doing. All right, so we're going to do a Maitreya in each of these. Let's see, Maitreya there, and Maitreya there. So this is kind of weird. So we're going to go ahead and just call this Dolly Platforms. Oh, my typing this morning is terrible. There we go. Okay, so let me just show quick how then I take this here and turn it into entries. So I'm going to go ahead and copy asset.uuid because Rain is lovely and puts in a full perm picture. And we'll come back over here. And we'll put that in here. And we have this Dolly. Oh, hold on, we can actually do, I love this new feature. So I put everything, let me show you what I'm doing here. So I have everything here in this working folder. And, oh, it's gonna be a little bit, it's not gonna really work the way I have this here. Let me show you, let me do this so you can see how it works. Let me move this to the top level here. So if you put your actual items into a specific folder, so in my RLV I have this working folder. And so I went ahead and put my Dolly platforms there. And then in wardrobe, you can use this feature right here, and it will actually find all of the folders that you put in there. It only looks at the top level though, and so that's why I had to move it. So that's that. But actually I want to call these Dolly platform shoes. And oopsie. All right, so these are going to be in Rain. And I now have a new tag called wearables. That's just sort of like an overall everything that gets worn on my avatar. And then I define if it goes on basically the top or the bottom. So if it's something that can be worn on any Cupra or any Maitreya body, I give it this universal tag. And in this case, it can go on both of them because these shoes will work for Maitreya whether I'm using the petite top or the flat top or the regular top, and the same thing with Cupra if I'm using Cups body or the regular Cupra body. So I just call that universal. So both those go there. I still have this redundant tag I'm putting in that kind of ties it into my old system. So this goes with body Maitreya and body Cupra, but these tags are going to depreciate once I completely switch over to this new system. And then I have heels. Oh my goodness. Actually, let's try shoes because that's really what we need here. We're going to, there we go, heels. And we're going to give them a platform tag, and they're for high feet. And I think that's right. super concerned about my descriptions. And I do use attachment point replacement, so I'll change my wearing policy to replace. And these are for high feet, so I'm going to put on my high feet with those. And as you can see here, because I've got the actual subfolder now, it will tell me the 2 subfolders that are actually available inside of this folder. Now I don't have to actually put them here because the current body will actually determine which one of these to wear based on my settings here. So for example, right now, because I'm wearing Lara Petite, it's going to look in there and it's going to say, if I have a Petite folder or a Maitreya folder, put that on. And in this case, I have the Maitreya folder, so that's what it's going to wear. It works really, really well. If you have multiple bodies, it is so, so nice. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to go ahead and change this over to today. And voila. We have our first entry done. I'm going to go ahead and add a different one. And it's the same texture ID. And this is going to be socks. And we just really need to come in here. I'm going to change this to socks. And it's still for high feet. And snap pack for use with the Dolly platform. And again, I don't need to specify a subfolder, and I'm still going to have it replace, and I am still going to have it put on the high feet in case I decide to wear them separately. I don't think I probably would. Now it is the same picture, and sometimes I will go in and try to mark them. I didn't in this case. I don't think it's really necessary. But I might rethink that. Okay, but those are done. Now the one thing that I don't have here is the HUD, and this is sort of a tricky part, and I'm not really sure how I want to handle this, but basically what I've been doing is oh, there's another tag, hold on, that I need to add here. And I apologize, my tagging system's a little bit new to me. So I have these tags that I'm calling WGT, which stands for We Go Together. And so I've been creating one of these for anything that gets sort of created rain. And these are the Dolly platforms. Oops. There we go. And these are socks and platforms. All right. There we go. And these are just platforms. We'll give that name there. Oops, hold on a second. Now I'm messing it up. We're going to restart that because we're just adding tags. I need to add a whole extra one though. Go together, rain, and yeah. There we go. Be like that. Let me just add that same tag here. Okay, so now I've got this rain tag down here, and it'll show up everything for that outfit together. And then what I've been doing, and again, this is going to be a third picture here, but we're going to do that. We're going to do Dolly platforms, and I go to, let's do Dolly. And then I have a tag called purchased outfits. There we go. And this is going to be where I put the HUD like that. And then I can say socks and heat and platform. Yes. And then I can come down here and I can tell it I want to wear both the socks. And so you can tell it's been a while since I've tried to both do this and talk at the same time. All right, there we go. So now this is how it gets set up. So basically this one here is for the entire outfit, and it's where the HUD is, and it calls both of the other two individually. And the reason I do them individually, of course, is so that I can actually call them out in the put on more outfits. And yeah, so that's how that works. So let's go ahead and complete this over in wardrobe. And the first thing I need to do is socks are going to go to the right lower leg, and the shoes are going to go to the left lower leg. All right, and those are done, and so I can just cut that. Let me go ahead and open up a new inventory window. Wardrobe, rain, and these go in D. Paste. Alright, so there's my dolly platforms. They're still being worn, and the way I like to test basically is I just come in here and I click to remove on each of these, and if it's named right and it's in the right spot, when I go back here, they should be off, and they are. Yay. Alright, so that's basically my new process. It's a little bit long. It goes faster, I think, once I get used to it. But that is what it is. Now let me kind of come sneak under here because I've got my storage box under here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this into shoes. And we're going to put that in with number 5. And 1 down. All right. So this is my new skybox. I'm in my Linden home, so I don't have a lot of space, so it's sort of long and thin, but it works out pretty well. I like it. Not as nice as when I had the half region, but it's okay. Let's see, what's another? Oh, let's do these here. I think, yeah, I already put these in here. Oh, no, I haven't created the folders for them yet, though. All right. I don't know if you saw this outfit, but Lunar did, like, literally the cutest outfit for Equal 10 this round. And it is super, super, super cute. Let me put it on. Oh, my goodness, you can hear my stomach. I bet. Maybe not. It's growling. Guess I should have had breakfast. Yeah, so it's got this hood, and this hair is not great, so I'll just leave the hood down, but the hood will go up if you haven't seen it already. Where's my HUD at? Hoodie HUD, there you go. Here we go. So it's got like different styles. So you can have cat ears, or bunny ears, or teddy bear ears, or a unicorn horn. And it comes in different sizes, so it actually, if you're not wearing long hair in the back, it actually will cover up hair really well. But yeah, it's super cute. And I just got it in the white because you can change the stripes colors, and I knew that the white would just go good with all the different stripe colors. I didn't have to worry about it not looking right. But yeah, anyway, super cute. So let's go ahead and work on this one and see how it goes. So what about all of you? I mean, is anyone out there still trying to work with multiple bodies? Are you trying to get into using the current body feature? How's that going for everybody? I mean, there's so many new changes now in wardrobe. All right, and this is for we call this one original, and this one is petite. This one is Laura. And how about in general? I mean, what do people think of all the new changes that have come around in wardrobe over the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 months? It seems like so many things have changed. Take care, Tara. Enjoy your roast. Save some for me. All right. I don't think I need the wider version of this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put the wider versions away for now. Because otherwise I'm going to need to create... Well, actually, you know what? I may do it. Just to have it done. And wider hoodie. And then we have petite Laura. Oh, I've got to remember what I used for that default Cupra name. Yeah, original. That's right. So basically, when you're using this method, really all you need to do is make sure that every single item subfolder that you create has its very own unique name to it. So in this case, I know that if it's just the regular Lara top, it's always called Lara. If it's the petite top, it's always called petite. If it goes for the Cupra, just sort of normal size chest, then it's called original. If it goes with the bimbo size for Cupra, then it's called bimbo. And I don't think I have any tops that use sort of the lower, but I think I probably would use the lower name for that if you use the Cupra body. Anyway, so we don't need this called that anymore, so we call that Lara, petite, and original. Oh yeah, I mean it's a great community. So welcome to Wardrobe, Tara. I think that it is it's one of those things that it's not easy to use, right? I mean, I don't think it is, at least on day one. It takes a lot of setup. You kind of got to really learn it, and I think a lot of people sort of have sort of fits and starts with it. They get in. A lot of people sort of go like super hardcore with it, and then end up having to redo it, which is always unfortunate. Yeah, I think in the end though, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun, and it's definitely helpful. All right, so we're gonna call this Fanny Top and Hoodie. All right, so technically that should do us right there. I think. Yeah, so we'll have one called Fanny Top and Hoodie. That'll be the master, and then there'll be a hoodie, a top, and a wider hoodie available. I gotta go find a picture for this. All right, Fanny shorts. Shorts and socks and shoes. We're just gonna call it shorts and shoes and just imply that the socks go with it. All right, and then we have a single HUD, that's nice, plus HUD. And then we just set these up the same way. Now these go on the bottom, and so Lara and Petite are together. So since these are going to be the universal ones, they go on either body. This will be called Cupra. Screen that just popped up is new to me. What was that? Oh no, I don't know what screen it was. Oh, were you talking about this screen right here, the current body screen? I bet you were. So this is the current body screen. You get to it from Tools to configure current body. And yeah, this is like, at first I was a little torn on how to use it because you have to have everything set up a particular way. But this basically lets you say, for the Lara Petite body, here's the tag that represents that body. And so anytime you wear this body based on this tag, always wear these subfolders. And if you notice way up at the top of my screen, way up at top where the title is, it actually tells me that this is the one that I'm wearing. I'm wearing Petite. And if you change to a different one, it will change to that. But this is how it always knows which subfolder to pull stuff out of. It's really, really nice. She did a great job implementing this. Like really, really great. But it does mean I have to completely change the way I do my wardrobe, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, that happens. Things change. So I'm okay with it. Hey Jan, well, welcome to Wardrobe. And yes, you can have as many things as you want in a single folder. And really, the main goal or the main way to think of it is when I wear that folder, what do I want to have happen? And when I remove that folder, what do I want to have happen? So in the example of a single folder that had both, let's say, a shirt and the HUD in it, that works great when you're wearing it. But when you remove that folder, both the HUD and the shirt are going to go away. So the better setup in that case is to have the shirt in one folder and the HUD in another, so you can wear both of those and then just remove the HUD. An example where this would make sense for what you're talking about is like with a pair of pants. Let's say you have a pair of pants and it comes with a belt, and for whatever reason they have the pants colors on one HUD and the belt and the metal colors on another HUD. There's absolutely no reason you couldn't put both of those HUDs into one folder and then the jeans or the pants or whatever they were into another folder, so that you could remove both the HUDs at the same time. So that would absolutely work. But like, for example, with earrings, I mean, I never wear just one of the two earrings. I mean, maybe I do sometimes, but in general, if I'm wearing earrings, I'm going to wear both the left and the right. So I always put both earrings into the same folder. Yeah, Tati, I'm planning to go ahead and make some set of videos. I was saying earlier, I think I really need to redo the Getting Started Welcome to Wardrobe series because things are just so different looking with all the changes over the last 8 months that I feel like if I don't do that, then I'm sort of gonna cause some confusion. And I've so many new people coming in recently that are asking questions about it, that it feels like I just need to do that first. But I do think I'll do an in-depth video on current body, and I will probably also do a video on how to configure the new dressing system. I can't use this because of the way I have my wardrobe set up. I would literally have to change every single item in my wardrobe, and I really don't have the time or the energy or the patience to actually change 9,700 items or however many are actually clothing. But I probably will at some point enable it long enough to do a video on how to use it. I approached it pretty radically different, I think, from how a lot of people would, though. So I'm a little hesitant still on this one, but I think I can do a video at least that shows the gist of it, because it really does work super well. But yeah, currently I'm using the attachment point system, which basically says remove things based on what attachment points they're attached to, and that works. All right, so fanny pack, fanny shoes. Okay, good. I'm glad that answered that, Jane. And yeah, feel free to ask any questions about stuff. Maitreya, Cupra. This alpha goes with Cupra, though really it could be to both, I guess. All right, so those are done, and then the shorts. It's so weird. She has a shoes HUD separately, a fanny pack HUD separately, and then she puts the shorts and the socks on the same HUD, which makes it hard. All right, so that's going to go there. Oh my goodness, I need to go back to copy pasting folder names so I don't mistype them. Maitreya. And Cupra. Maitreya. Alright, so now the challenge here is going to be that I don't have a picture. So we are going to do what? Well, I got those folders. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip those since I don't have a picture for them right now. I'll come back and folder them in a bit. All right, let's go ahead and grab out this here. This is an easy one. I do put non-wearables in my wardrobe, but I guess I don't put that there. But I don't put them into my RLV folder. I actually have a separate folder that I just called wardrobe. And this is where all of the things that are not wearable go. So in this case, I've got to do a picture of this quick. And I posted this in the Discord the other day. I use a tool that's like Gazo to take pictures. It is called ShareX, and it just places the images on Imager, and then I can use them from there. Let's come here and add item. In this case, it's going to be a URL. And this is called Giant Bear Hug Plush. And this was on 50 Linden Friday this week. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty cute. Oopsie. Baby blue suitable bear that gives giant hugs. I have the panda version of this, I think, as well. All right, get rid of that. So there's that, and then I can just dump this into Half Deer. And I don't organize these as well as I should. It's actually kind of a mess, honestly, a lot of times. So that goes there, and let's just pop that into storage. Home stuff. Boom. Done. Much faster when you don't have to create all those folders. Let me see if I've got some other clothes to do quick, because those are poses. Oh, let's do this. So this is what we were talking about. I think it was in group chat the other day. So this is a Bakes on Mesh eyeshadow set from Kazami. And wow, I'm really not sure how I'm going to do this. So, like, truly ideally, in order to get this to work perfectly in the new setup, I would create an entry in Wardrobe for each color and each opacity. So there would basically be like, what is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, like 24 different entries in Wardrobe for this one set of eyeshadow. Which is a whole lot. Now, used to be the way I would do this would be I would just do one entry and then do subfolders for everything and call it good. I don't know. This is like super confusing. So I know I'm going to do it at least by color, right? So Spice Eyeshadow, Blue Plum. And then, oops, let me just copy this so at least I have that. Spice Eyeshadow, Purple Brown. These are super huge titles now too because of that. But that's okay, I think. Pink Brown, Coppery, Golden. Oh my goodness, green chartreuse is such a big yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the opacities differently. I don't think I would ever wear the 95%, at least not usually. And really this is just all about which one gets worn by default, right? All right, let me just finish creating these. Deep green. I should probably come up with some abbreviations to make these colors shorter, but then I'd forget them and do them inconsistently, and I don't like that. Silver, brown. Okay, so those are those, and so we have under each of these now we have a 50%, a 75%, and a 95%. So we'll take these and we'll just copy paste them into each folder. If you do this copy paste method, create your folders first, then do all the copy pasting and then move stuff in, because if you move it in after, of course it will copy the actual items, which we don't want. Blue plum, purple brown. Oh, I got out of order. Purple brown, purple brown, purple brown. Pink brown, pink brown, pink brown. Coppery. Coppery, coppery. Golden, golden, golden. And here's our chartreuse. And deep green is, there it is. And then the last is silver brown. And I'm going to go ahead and create an Omega folder, but I don't know if I'm going to do that entry separately. I just really don't use appliers at all anymore. pretty much all Makes and Mesh. It just works a lot nicer, especially for makeup. Okay, so there's all those. Let's take a look here at our image. And I have absolutely no idea what each of these are, but I'm going to go ahead and guess. Yeah, I don't really know. Because I'd like to go through and highlight which one of these is which. I think that's the blue. I'm guessing this is the purple brown. I think that's the pink brown. I guess I can guess this is coppery. I don't know which one is deep green, maybe this one. Golden. Silver brown. Okay, maybe that's right. So what I do, and this is where I think that this tool called ShareX is really nice. So I can go into here and start my screen capture, and then I get this bar up along the top. I don't know if you guys see it. You probably don't because it's a separate window, but it opens a bar along the top, and it gives me a highlight option, so I can actually highlight a particular one of these like that, and then I can take the screenshot like this, and then I'll get you kind of see it when we get into wardrobe here, but it gives me basically the exact area of the image, and it's pretty quick. All right, so I think this first one is the blue plum. So we're going to come over here, add items, URL. And I think this is Spice Eyeshadow Blue Plum. And Cosme Eyeshadow. And make some mesh. And purple. In 3 weights. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and default it to 75. This is another new feature here, if you haven't seen this yet. So basically, as long as you have the folder in RLV when you're wardrobing it, it will show you which subfolders you have. It makes it so much easier. So I just know that it's 50, 75, 95. I just type in 75. Hey Jan, it's called ShareX, and you can either download it directly or you can get it through Steam, which is where I do it from because I play a lot of games on Steam anyway. But yeah, it's free, and it's not like super duper easy to set up. Which is probably its biggest downside. It's got like 100 quadrillion options to it. That's both a good and bad thing, right? But it does work really well. And it makes it super easy now to go through and just kind of select each one of these, even though I'm going to be totally guessing. And I want to make sure that's back to add. All right, so that is just one. Yay. And so we can come back over here now, and the next one, I think, I'm going to guess this is the purple brown. I'm totally guessing here. Don't really know. So I think just about an hour. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this one and then wrap up. I think this was a good test. I really just wanted to make sure that all of my software was still working. Because I haven't recorded in so long. But, oh my goodness. I keep getting arrows in my screenshot. There we go. And that time I took a big picture of an eye, which is actually a little scary. Focus, focus, bada focus. Here we go. Highlight that. Take a full screenshot of that. Boom. Now we're good. And we said this is purple brown. Purple brown. Spice. Eyeshadow. Purple brown. Oh, nice job of misspelling there. And submit. And let me just change the spelling that I did wrong here. But this works out pretty well. And there are other things you can do. You can like draw boxes around things, like in red. Sometimes that actually looks a little bit nicer. Let me show you what that looks like as well. All right, so this next one here, I think is coppery. Or maybe this is coppery. I should look. I'm pretty sure this one down here is the silver one. So let's do this one. This is silver brown, I think. I could put these on and look, and it would probably be a little bit more effective, but that would be too easy. Yeah, so I come up here, I can choose this rectangle one. So if I wanted to, instead of highlighting it, I can actually put this red square around it, which maybe actually is a little easier to see, honestly. All right, so I think that one is silver brown. So we're going to come in here. Close that, add items, URL. Silver brown. Silver brown. And submit. Yeah, so, I mean, it's really pretty easy. You can see the highlighted there, although the downside of highlighting it, of course, is that it mutes out the color, which is actually bad. And then this one here has got the box around. I think maybe I'll redo these with the red box. So yeah, let me show you how to do that quick for those of you who might not know. So, so I did this one. I put the picture in. I don't like it. I want to change it. So I'm going to go redo the blue plum one. And so I come back in here. I'm going to grab a brand new screenshot. And this time I'm going to use the rectangle tool. And I'm going to draw a box around that. And then I'm going to capture the whole screen with that. And then I could switch back over to here, and I'm going to edit this, and I'm just going to come right here to URL again, and I'm just going to replace it. Boom, done. Okay. And so now, instead of being highlighted, it's got the red box. Super easy. All right, let's do another one. I think this one up at the top here is golden. So let's wrap up this hour with the Golden Spice eyeshadow. And rectangle, draw box, get my image. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to add a We Go Together tag. All right, so let me go ahead and put that, and this is golden, I think, and golden. Let me submit that, and let me show you how to fix that. So I forgot that I want to add a We Go Together tag so I can pull these all in super easy and look at all of them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come up here, and I've got my today filter, and I'm going to go ahead and just add the word spice, which is going to reduce these down. So now you just see the four that match. I'm going to come up to tools and multi-edit, and I'm going to go to tags, and I would choose append. Don't choose replace because that gets rid of everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a new tag. We go together, Kaz, And this is Spice Eyeshadow. And choose OK. Say, do you want to add it to all 4? Yes, I do. And now I'm done. Now I've got it all on those 4. And I can remove Spice from my filter up in the upper right-hand corner up here. That's where I type Spice and hit enter, and then it'll give me back everything I did today. And now in my We Go Together section, I've got my Kazami store, and I can pull up really quickly everything from that. So like, just to show you how that's working, let me just go get rid of that. So now I don't have the today tag, but let me say I wanted to pull up the Solstice outfit from Blueberry. I just click on that, and then I get each of the different entries. So it works pretty well, at least for me. I pulled these up, and I used the same kind of red boxes here for these to pull out which one it was. Blueberry mega packs are always a bit, I don't know, they're a bit challenging, I think, at times, because there's just so many things in them. But that's why we like them, I guess, too. Anyway. So yeah, so this is how I'm doing it. I created this sort of concept in my mind of ecosystems. And you saw that in my tags that we did today. I used this ecosystem tag, like right here, Maitreya Universal Ecosystem, and so on. And basically then all the tags that relate to Maitreya body or Cooper body are all sort of in this one spot. And I can pull them out really, really quick. So if I want to see everything for Petite, I can click on Petite and it's there. If I want to see everything for that goes on the body, Maitreya, whether it's the normal top or the regular top or whatever, I can click on Universal and it's all there. And then I can do all sorts of other things here. Like I've got some save sticks saved, and I've got physics. I actually assign physics by default to each of the tops so that when I switch tops, it switches physics to go with it. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Feet and so on. So everything about Lara is sort of just in this one spot, which I think makes it, I don't know, to me it makes it a little bit easier, because for the most part, the only tags I care about are right here, and I can come in here and say Petite, and then I can say, tank top, and then it just filters down and just shows me the tank tops inside of Petite really quick. Tags are amazing. The whole concept of tagging is such a great way to organize stuff. It does take a little while to get in, I think, and get used to it, but once you are used to it, they're super powerful, and you just kind of got to think through how they work. Anyway, I don't know, does anybody else have any questions before we wrap up for this hour? I really appreciate, it's like 6 or 8 people in, which is great for something I sort of decided to do on OM. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to publish this. I think so. So it should be watchable. If you want to come back, if there was something you saw and you wanted to get a closer look. But yeah, thanks so much for coming out and for the likes, and subscribe to the channel. I should get some more videos up pretty soon. Like we said, I think we'll start with a new Getting Started series, because I think that's just useful, and we'll go from there. All right, well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I will talk to everyone in Discord or in Second Life soon. So have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.